And here we go. Hey everybody, let's get back to our Virtue's Last Reward playthrough. Because now we can finally see how Tenmyoji's ending, actually ends. The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No, why did this happen? I wonder if we can skip some stuff. I think we probably can. Yeah, we can skip through most of this. Ah. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide, so everything goes through. That may be the case, Helios, but I don't pay attention. Like, honestly, I turned that stuff off, so I don't even bother keeping track. There's our proof that Alice wasn't killed. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's the virus, dumbass. It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
The infirmary? I'm pretty sure there's not just one, and even if there is just one, it was in the infirmary. Well...
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Well, there you go.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes, I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
So she could have taken the scalpel then.
Yes, I think so.
The only lab we've been to, I don't think there was a scalpel in there, was there?
You're lying. This is all a lie.
There may have been, I don't remember. It's not. It's the truth.
Why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her. Ah, yes, the frog dissection. And in this route, we haven't actually dissected the frog, so we're not carrying the scalpel, so it would still be in the lab. Yeah, that's right.
But you just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth.
Calm the fuck down, and I'll try, although I don't have any evidence.
Then prove it.
I am.
Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I would really like to try to see her try to kill us all. I think the only person she could probably take is Dio. I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you? I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look? Yeah, that would be an interesting sight, watching her to try to take down Kay.
Sure.
Where exactly do you think she's keeping the journal? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. The only places she could be keeping it is under her dress somewhere or strapped to her back underneath that tiny ass jacket thing she's wearing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was, the journal. Fi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin, but translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216. I really want him to try to explain to these people where he's getting this information. I think the only one who would understand, so far as we could tell, would be Clover, and she's kind of going crazy right now.
Huh?
Turn it to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I'm wondering if we are getting the information directly from the we are getting morphogenetic field information. But I'm wondering if we're getting that information from... Never mind. I was going to say, I'm wondering if we're getting that information from Snake. Because they did say he's working at headquarters. So maybe he is sending it. I don't know. And maybe we are just... Clover did mention earlier that the morphogenetic field should be working, but her powers are not, because if there's someone with a stronger level of power, it basically absorbs hers. So is that us? Or is that somebody else? I don't know. We'll see. Well, I know we got it from the past in the other game. I'm just wondering if they're also going to go with someone is pushing it at us as well, because, you know, we could get it from ourselves. We could be getting it from Snake. Hell, if Clover could access her powers, she might be doing it, but she already said she can't right now. And she's not sure why. I just knew.
You just knew. Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Maybe getting it from the warp. Ah, shit, we all gonna get possessed and murdered by demons. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain, we know. One of the symptoms, overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. You know, I'm actually all right with Ahriman. Nearby towns are filled with the corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent into underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. Gotta love that the, like, little bunk has a chalk outline. I'm wondering if that has to do with the puzzle, because we have to come in here eventually. This is one of the rooms we're gonna do in the game. I'm hoping that's part of the puzzle, otherwise that's creepy as hell. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Tenmyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. I am not inclined to sympathize for you, Clover. Nope, not at all. I see what kind of person you really are in the other endings. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments, the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs.
We've got a problem.
From what little I saw of Alice in this game, I'm still kind of neutral towards her. Just we haven't interacted with her very much. I'm hoping the other endings fix that. It's kind of like Dio. We know Dio's a dick, but we don't know much of, well, I don't know much of anything about him because, like I said, I haven't looked up any spoilers of the game, and we haven't dealt with him much except for the whole thing with the antidote, which is why I hate this sumbitch now.
It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Fi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pair.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she?
But yeah, I agree. Kay is cool so far.
You'll never be able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you.
Good luck.
I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened. So it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
All right, we're out of time. Move, people.
I assume I'm with Tenmyoji and Quark. I think those are the only two left.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner,
Yeah,
right?
can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's be honest though, Helios. That's not a bad thing. If the nicest guy in the room in a murder game turns out to be the dude in Terminator armor, well, you already know who you want to be friends with right off the bat. We'll see the rest of you once we picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
Quark, you're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up.
And in this game, we actually, in this round, he was actually cured because Alice found the cure. It was Alice and Kay. And Dio never went in there in this playthrough, in this branch. So yeah, that's why he's okay.
Hey! Where's everybody else?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was like in a hurry to leave early. So that's why the first round fucked everything up with, oh, we're going to betray, we're going to ally. You know, it's like, yeah, if you think about it, everybody just votes ally. Now, if you guys wanted to try to get out, you guys would have to, and if you didn't have a dick like Dio in the group, you guys would all have to sit around and just figure out how many rounds to go and take into account the randomness of the bracelets changing. So yeah, they're going to be stuck here for weeks.
Oh god. Quark.
Tenmyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. But yeah, these people are fucking idiots. I agree, Helios. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Tenmyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong?
You tried to kill yourself. And you had a disease that was going to kill you eventually anyway.
Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong.
We got that to be continued thing, Stahor. So we had to jump over. Let's see. Let's go back to the flow chart. This is the poison ending right here. We can't continue it. It got locked. So we jumped over to finish Tenmyoji's because now we had the information to, because it was when Clover was yelling at everybody, like, which one of you killed Alice? How did she, you know? So now we had the evidence. We jumped back and basically told her, hey, Alice killed herself. And when she didn't believe us, we told her in this one, it's like, okay, look, Kay, you went into the room with Alice. You were in the lab. There should have been a journal in the lab. Give it to me. Then he handed it to Fi. Fi read it and read the part to Clover about, you know, having Radical 6 makes you want to kill yourself. Well, yeah, so yeah, now we're finishing Tenmyoji's ending, I'm assuming. For all I know, this could be Quark's ending, because, you know, hell, they might just be a joint ending. I actually have no idea.
I'm fine.
But
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Yeah, the morphogenetic field gave us the information. Tenmyoji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Tenmyoji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. Also, in this ending, Quark was cured because Dio didn't go into the laboratory. It was Kay, Alice, and I don't remember who their third party member was, but it wasn't Dio. At last, Tenmyoji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick.
And to be fair, if Dio did go into the lab with Alice and Kay, neither of them are dumb enough to do what we did and be like, oh yeah, here, I don't trust you, Dio, but here, take a look at this valuable item.
If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Like, I feel like Alice would have given Dio the finger if he told her to hand him the, you know, to let him have a closer look at the cure.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
Well, so that's the thing, is I don't know if Zero... I'm starting to wonder if there is an actual... Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on, because I don't think Zero's part of the government that put us in here. I'm wondering if he just took advantage of the fact that these bunkers were in place. Because we already know the, you know, so I don't know. I really have no clue. On top of this isn't a quarantine bunker. We learned that as well. Although I imagine with how bad things went, they probably would have turned this into a quarantine bunker after the Mars mission test thing was concluded the way it did, with 6 people dying.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay?
So yeah, I have no idea what Zero's logic is.
So, where's everybody else?
I mean, to be fair, we didn't see Zero's logic. Well, I mean, it has all the functions of a bunker, technically. I mean, it has these massive doors blocking us in. It has pressurization rooms to make things so air from the outside can't get into the inside, or the virus can't. So, for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much a bunker. Which made sense since they were trying to isolate everybody to test the Mars mission.
Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
Piss off, kid. I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. That the virus is a lie? Yeah, could be. Although so many people have committed suicide from it. You know, I don't know if it's a lie. I mean, it could be a lie that the outside world is fucked. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how they tie it all together. Because to be fair, in the first game, I didn't see that whole thing with June either. Like, Akane is like from the past. Well, actually, that makes sense to me, Helios. Why that logic was in place in the first game. They explained it. To access the morphogenetic field for the most part, especially if you're not experienced with it, you need to have that fear of death. And every time we accessed the morphogenetic field, we were on the verge of death. So it made sense in the first game. I got the feeling Tenmyoji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Well, I'm pretty sure that was just because Santa wanted revenge. Like, I don't think Akane wanted revenge. I think Santa wanted revenge. Akane just wanted, like, most likely just wanted, you know, Junpei in there to save her. I mean, I'm sure she wanted revenge to an extent as well, but Santa's personality, I'm pretty sure Ace and his staff, like Ace and the other three, were there specifically. Like, I could see Santa being like, I'm gonna bring them in here too, because those fuckers need to die. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Yup.
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, like right the fuck now. Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good.
To an extent, I can kind of see Clover and Snake as well. They knew Clover and Snake were involved in the first game and they could access the morphogenetic field, so maybe they were there as backup. Like, if Junpei couldn't help, maybe Clover and Snake would be able to access the information they needed. So I can kind of see that one. Seven and Lotus? Seven, I'm wondering if it was just because they wanted as many people linked to it as possible. I don't know. Lotus, yeah, it really didn't make sense why she was there. Maybe it was just we are picking people who were related to the original experiment and we need 9 fucking people to make it work. Yeah, Lotus is the one that makes the least amount of sense as to why she was there. Like, I could see Akane wanting Seven to be there because it was like he was here before and he tried to help us. Maybe he can help us again. Clover and Snake for the morphogenetic field. But yeah, Lotus, it's like she can't access the morphogenetic field. It was her kids who could. So yeah, Lotus made no sense.
We need to hurry. Come on.
Now let's
How do we
go.
get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me. Yeah, Lotus was definitely the odd one out in the first game. Why do you say that, Stahor? That's true. But yeah, I don't know. Didn't they start
Chromatic doors have opened.
didn't they? I don't see though, like, I think there had to be a connection. I mean, I get what you're saying about the genetic thing, but I don't know how. Yeah, maybe that's the reasoning they're using, but based on what they said in the first game, is there having to be a connection. Lotus had no connection, direct connection to Akane, so she wouldn't have been able to help. Like, she wouldn't have been able to receive information from Akane. So I don't know. Yeah, she, you know, I'm sure it could be something like the genetic thing. But I do think Lotus was probably the least. Yeah, Lotus was probably the one that made the least amount of sense. That may have just been Santa's doing. Well, I mean, obviously it was Santa's doing, but I don't know. Well, we don't know Junpei's background either, though, Helios. They never really gave it to us. For all we know, he has a sibling. So, just like we don't know how, it's kind of the same with Sigma right here. We don't know how Sigma's able to access the morphogenetic field either. We don't know what his background is in that one. So yeah. And as for why she puts her bets on Junpei, they already showed it. Junpei has helped her out so much when she was a child. She had an attachment to him. So, yeah. So, yeah. And I think that's the thing, is aside from Junpei, Santa's the only other one who could help her. Who would have been able to help Akane back then. And he had, frankly, already failed to, so... Maybe Sigma's in love with himself? Maybe. We don't know. But yeah, maybe that's his deal. Maybe that's how he can access it.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late.
What the fuck do you care? Go through your door.
Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake!
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute.
I agree. Fuck you.
What are you talking about?
I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everybody suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have been especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing.
I agree. Hey, Fahid, do you want to, take this scalpel with you?
Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay?
I don't give a shit.
We could go with the other one if you want.
Kay and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Any objections? All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
I mean, you could imagine there might also be a possibility that Zero's not in here. Because so far, all the shit that's happened has been like the virus for the most part. You know, and the game is being run by the AI, so... For all we know, Zero brought everybody in here. And then while we were all frozen, maybe Zero died already. From Radical 6. If he didn't freeze himself. Or herself, or whatever. Yeah, we'll see.
Hurry it up, Phi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Can I just say, it drives me nuts that everybody in this fucking game waits to the last minute to do anything.
Right.
Oh, the door's closing. It's like, yeah, we had 45 minutes to get here and go through the fucking door.
Sure.
Come on, guys, there's no time to waste.
Right behind you.
Just like we always have 15 minutes or more to make our vote in the AB room, and we always wait till like the last second. It's like, God damn it, guys.
Let's go.
I definitely agree that Luna seems a little suspicious, Stahor. I don't know if she's Zero, though. I mean, it kind of depends, because she knew about Excelavir. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
What the hell? I do not like the single floating balloon. What's this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. Okay, let's take a look around. And that also applies to Kay as well. What applied to Clover. Kay tried to escape by, well, it did escape alone as well. So. All right, let's see what I can grab. Huh, this is cheap brandy. Alcohol this bad shouldn't even exist. Damn, you a booze snob. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking that. So who's gonna drink it anyway? Zero Senior must be a real tightwad if he's stocking this cheap stuff. Might as well be water. Is it really that bad? Well, I'll admit I can't be sure. It's hard to really judge a brandy until you taste it, so... No. I didn't want to put it back. I wanted to try to pick the damn coaster up. The coaster's green. It looks like there used to be a bottle on it. Okay. It's like a tablet. Does it work? Nope. There's an empty slot on the back. So it doesn't have a battery. Guess not. Then maybe if we can find a battery, we might be able to turn it on. Still? Bookshelf. There's some paint inside. Historical Adventure. We're just going to grab all the books? Okay. Historical Adventure Saga. There are 3 volumes. Literature. You think it has any hints to help us get out of here? I doubt it. If it does, we're screwed. I think we'd starve to death before we got through all 4 of those tomes. Read faster. Philosophy. I think these are philosophy books. The stuff in here is pretty sophisticated. I'm amazed you could get that far. I flipped the first one open and my brain just said, screw this, I'm out. Why am I not surprised, Sigma? Why am I not surprised? Okay, so I can put those back. We'll mess with that later. Huh. Man, this safe is really big. It's gotta be like $100 billion in there. You're such a kid. Maybe they're just hiding something they don't really want people to see, like some videos. Not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it up and find out. I don't think so. See? Is it locked? Yeah. There's a circular input panel on top of the handle. Looks like the one on the pressure exchange chamber's door. If we do the same thing we did then, Okay. All right, let's do it. We don't actually have the clue for this, though. What about that globe? Okay, cool. I haven't even looked at the globe yet, kid, but okay. What's this? It's one of those vacuuming robots you see on TV. Got me. Looks like a machine. Doesn't turn on. Let's see if... Nope, no luck. Oh, nothing. Might as well give up for now. Let's go look at something else. We can always come back to it later. Okay, I'll take a slingshot. A slingshot. Not the most impressive weapon, but it's simple as hell and won't jam like a gun. Short spear. Yo, Dio, can you come here for a minute? So he's got a spear instead of a sword? This is a really short spear, though. If you look at the tip head on, it kind of looks like a diamond. Diamond, huh? Another L. Well, another red line. So what should we call it? I'm not sure. Okay, we'll just go ahead and call it suit of armor. Suit yourself. Jesus. Anyway, it's got some red paint on the neck and shoulder area. You sure it's paint? It could be blood. Hey, don't say stuff like that. Being in a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. I mean, that's not really that bad, but okay. A balloon. You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way. I mean, this is anime themed, so it very well could be. Okay, I can't stab this balloon. All right, so we have a bit more to look at, but I want to come back to this corner over here first. Large wooden credenza. Screen built into the credenza. There's something on it. Starting up? Please wait. What is it starting? Beats me. Well, my money says that just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. What about you ever look at something else? Ooh. Now, this is brandy. Fier Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You can tell that just by looking at it. I can smell it. It's some nose you've got there. Here, just let me have a taste. I don't think so. How can you be so cruel? You already told me that. Oh, did I? Yeah, 200 years is pretty impressive. Yep. Then again, it's even older than that by now. Maybe it's gone bad. It's probably just like water now. I should drink. No. I'm gonna go put that on the coaster. Gonna look at the other side. Aha. Look, the laser beam's bending all around inside the bottle. Yeah, it made a parallelogram. Examine. It's a globe. Doesn't it look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it. Let's see if we can get it off then. Cool. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. Business card holder, yeah. It's a file where you put business cards. They've got all these weird shapes on the back. I think maybe if you line them up in a particular way, then you'll get some sort of hint. Well, I guess we can give it a shot. Not right now, will you not? Huh, I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. It's not opening. Is it locked? Yep. There we go. Ha! It opened. There's something in here. Is it a key? It's a pretty small key. The tip is circular. Have you seen anything this key might fit into? Not really. Wait a minute. No, I don't see. I thought I saw a hole on the back of the tablet. Ah. What is this? One of the training machines you see on late night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? You put your hands on either side and hold your face in front of that lens. Then it checks your face against whatever it's got in the database. Oh, huh. How'd you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often one of these babies shows up. Doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in front of it. There's something to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, I think maybe we could turn it on. I assume so. You've already got the key. Try putting it in. Whoa, the light on the top turned on. Yeah, I did turn it on. All right, it's on. Now what? Why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Damn, none of our faces work. Did you expect it to? Gender mismatch. What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl. But there are only 3 of us and none of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl. No way. Why don't you dress up then? Nah, just thinking about it makes me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Damn, Sigma. That's a pretty harsh reaction. If it gets you out of here, just fucking do it. Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Did you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. What? How long has he had that in his pocket? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot. What's... Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like we're in the villain's secret lair. Who's on the picture? Huh. Didn't think that would happen. Yeah. So, who is this girl? Hey, stop. Well, now. It's been a while, Akane. She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter? No. Well, who is she then? Damn it, fine. You've already seen her after all. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. What? No, you got it wrong. But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. And when you don't think that anybody's watching, you talk to it. I've seen you do it. Yo, Tenmyoji, what's your name? Didn't mark you for a hopeless romantic, Tenmyoji. Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic. All right. You don't want to talk about her? I get it. Can't say I'd blame Tenmyoji for falling for her back when he was younger. Dude? That is creepy of you to say, Sigma. She was like 8 in this picture. She was a cute kid. Tried putting the good brandy on the coaster, but I think the red paint on the bottle has something to do with the red section of the wall. Maybe it's part of a letter. Can't tell from here. Maybe if we look at it from another angle. I agree, Stahor. If it is him, remember Tenmyoji earlier, like in our, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, Tenmyoji was talking a lot about how fucked up the world got from Radical 6. He talked about 1/3 of the population dying and then it taking out the rest of the world. Yeah, I think you're onto something actually, Stahor. I think it is him. Because he did say multiple times the only person in this place he trusts with Quark is Clover. And he wouldn't tell us why he trusts Clover, he just does. And then Clover originally wanted us to betray Quark. She changed her mind, and she said the reason she changed her mind is she had a chat with Tenmyoji on her own. Like they were alone together. She talked to him and he told her, apparently he told her his real name. And now all of a sudden she trusts him. So I think Tenmyoji might be Junpei. Now that you mention it, I think it is him. Look. Oh, hey, there's the helmet for the suit of armor. There's red paint on it. Yeah. Yep, that suits him. Good lord, dude. Okay, that's the door we came through. Yep, okay. There's a lever next to the chair. Why don't you pull it? What's gonna happen? Come on, is it really that hard to figure out? You think it's gonna go back into the wall? Pull the damn thing and find out. All right. I guess you start by sitting in the chair. Oh. Then I pull the lever. We need the slingshot for this. Here I go. Because, yeah, so far he's the only dude, Tenmyoji is. Well, aside from Luna, because Luna knew about Excelivir, which also tells me that Luna did not get kidnapped at the same time as everybody else did. I think Luna, was put in here later, as part of the quarantine or whatever. And I think the same is probably true for Tenmyoji and Quark. Specifically Tenmyoji, just because, like I said, he's the one who told us about the death toll. Because the letter we found earlier, the news article, only said that 100,000 people had been claimed by Radical 6. But Tenmyoji, when we talked to him, when everybody's like, hey, have you heard of Radical 6 or this? Where's this pandemic? Nobody knew about it. But Tenmyoji spoke well. Alice said there was a chance of a biological weapon. But Tenmyoji is the one who came out and said, oh, a third of the world died, and then the world collapsed. So, yeah. I think June and Tenmyoji are, super suspicious. All right, well, let's grab this. Is that a battery? Yep. Let's combine that right the hell now. Okay, won't let me look at anything else. It's not gonna let me turn around. Yeah, it wouldn't let me look. Okay. All right, now we can actually look at what we have. Examine. Looks like you got the tablet to turn on. Look, something showed up on the screen. Enter a 4-digit. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is the world map. Ah, that's what I needed to see. Purple, yellow, red to green, white to blue. And orange doesn't seem to be linked to anything. So I can't solve this thing yet, but I can take care of the rest. Ah, I don't get it. I'm pretty sure it's these letters. But let's start with this. So now we know, and they can't cross lines, so white to black, that's pretty straightforward, I would hope. Red to green. Oh, so I do have to link those. Okay. Well, easy enough. Purple to yellow, red to green. Nope, that's not going to work. Not what I want to do, actually. Nope, that won't work either. So this has to go through here. There's nowhere else it can go. Nope, damn it. Didn't know right clicking was going to get me out of there. Green to red and then, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. Okay, let's start with the green. And green needs to go to red. Maybe we'll go around the outer edge. Okay. Wait a minute. I messed up my notes. It's white to blue, not black. God damn it. Well, that explains a lot. I think I can still get the purple there with the roundabout crap I was trying before. There we go. Good job, you did it. Nice work. Would have done it sooner if I had actually written the right color in my notes. Let's have a look inside. $100 billion. Videos. Yeah. How about a clue to get the hell up out of here? Hi. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we've got is a binder and a deer. So a bind deer. Oh, Lord Quark. The hell is this? Is Zero just making fun of us? It's a clue, dude. The deer's looking at me, Grandpa. Look up. It's just a fake. Oh, good God. Mounted deer. Poor deer. Take a closer look. I think it's just a replica. You mean it's fake? Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. You know, there's some red paint on its neck. It's also got 2 pegs on the back of its board. Maybe we're supposed to put it up somewhere. Yup. It's got 2 pieces of paper in it. Business card instructions, page 1 though. Page 2. Okay, cool. Let's see where we can mount the deer. Yeah, there's something up. Oh, we can click on this now. I think I just wasn't clicking in the right spot earlier when I tried to get here. Probably not an electrical outlet. Maybe the deer? Yes, remember? Yeah, I know. Looks like you were right. So that's an E. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, no, I don't want to change that. There we go. You did it. Good work, Sigma. Take a look at the screen. Sun, moon, moon. Now we can open it. Oh, there's another password. I got it. Okay, let's go to the safe. That's not the safe. The safe's over here. Imagine this is the exit. Good job. It opened. Good work. Looks empty this time. Only two things in here. First, we've got the keys. All right, we're a pair, so we only need one for the two of us. And the other thing is the key. Now we can get out of here. Great. No point in sitting around. Let's go. There is a point to sitting around. I need something else. Because we haven't done anything over here yet. Page 1. This is weird. All right, so the clue we have so far. Oh, god damn it. So Bob wants to be over here. Chris wants to be here. John, Ian, Tony, Michael. So let's get those guys in place. Carol likes being on the left. Anne prefers to be near Bob. Ellen would like to be above Anne. Sophie likes to be on the very right. Kate likes to be next to Michael. Oh. Oh. There we go. I think this is right. Then let's look at the other side. Maybe the shapes look like something now. Book 334. Okay. What does it mean? Well, a book is a bunch of pieces of paper. Yeah, shut up. Yep. Three, 4, 3. So that would have given me... I just kind of guessed on that one, but yeah, help. Well, it really wasn't hard to figure out. That's an E, that's an L, the other one's a P. It's like, well, what 4-letter word can be made with all that? Well, what do we have here? Haven't seen a computer this old in a while. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I really don't think so. I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth. Keyboard doesn't seem to be working though. I guess we can't enter anything. What else am I holding on to? Ah, we got the balloon though. Huh. Not so old I need the likes of you to worry about me. That's so. Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Huh? What's that? Think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target, like a bullseye. Yep, you're supposed to shoot it. Shoot it with what? Don't be an idiot. You've already got what you need. Okay, I'll just use this slingshot. Oh, I don't have anything to fire. Mind bullets. It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that'd slip your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Try 0 or 9 on the tablet. I might. Yeah, might work. Here goes. Yeah. So, yeah. I feel like it changed. You're right. It's a silhouette puzzle called a tangram. Okay. Before we do this, I'll try what you were talking about. So not that. Dude, no. Okay, we know what shape we need to make. So, yeah, we got the picture. Well, we don't have a picture, but we saw it. It's on the bottle. What were the instructions on this? Oh, wow, I have a lot of room to play with. Okay, let's get everything out of here. That is not the shape. Let me look at the shape. Yes, that. Okay. And it does say I can rotate the damn thing, so... Oh, come on. Not... Move everything out of the way. Come on. Be nice if they locked into place, but I don't think they will. Yeah, this one seems like it's going to be finicky as hell. I really hope it doesn't have to be in a specific place on here either. That would fit right there, but which isn't gonna work. Okay. Let's reset this. Okay. Again, let's scatter everything. Well, I guess I didn't need to reset. No. What was that noise? Dogs laying right behind me, snoring. What direction was the thing facing? Ah, I was making it to face the wrong direction. Ah, fair enough then. I really hope it's not super finicky. So I think this part's right. I need to like, just get them the fuck out the way. Game is probably gonna freak out if I have it off the edge like that, so let's fix that. Come on, just let me be approximate. That's all I ask. Like, it's all right if I'm close, damn it. Don't think I'll need to change that. Not quite sure where I'm gonna stick you yet, but I think you're gonna go in the same position. Nope. Keep turning it. Maybe? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, imagine doing this on handheld. No, thank you. This doesn't fit anywhere without it going over, does it? At least not the way I've got it set up. Yeah, I don't think I did that right. Maybe do this. Yo. I don't think that's right either. Worth a shot, though. I would rather not, no. Thank you, but no. And then I have nothing that fits there. Okay. I'm wondering if I put these in the wrong way. I don't know if that's true. Hey. Yeah, no, I didn't. That was fine. I don't think it matters over here. So I think let's move you out of the way. I think I was fine there. Let's try it this way. Guess I could just put this right here now. It's looking better. Maybe? Guess I haven't tried it like this, so. Okay, I think I can slot this in finally. Please don't be finicky. Please don't be not right now, damn it. Don't be finicky. Oh, thank God for not being finicky. There were gaps in there that were really making me concerned. That was amazing. How'd you do it? The puzzle was really hard. It took longer than I would have liked. Well done, Sigma. That was pretty impressive. It really wasn't. So, what do we get? Look, there's something on the screen. IILP. Okay. Looks like it worked. Good job. Star, star, sun. All right, let's get our stuff. I don't think so. I don't think Tenmyoji would be an adult Santa. Santa was with Akane when she left. It's open. All right, let's look at our secrets. Sun, moon, and star. 3 different kinds of cards. Sun is used during, yeah, we know this. An elementary school device, elementary school device that uses rubber to launch a small projectile. To be fair, I had one in elementary school. Frequently used by adolescent ne'er-do-wells, can be used as a necklace, but this is not recommended. The site in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert. On New Year's Eve 2028, the audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice assumed to be one of the test subjects. All of them, all 6 billion. Yeah, we heard this earlier. The outbreak, Nevada's facility, was the epicenter of the pandemic. Termite. A general term used to refer to the insects in the epifamily of Termitoidae of the cockroach order Bladodea. That's right, even though they're sometimes called white ants, termites aren't even in the same family as ants. They're in the cockroach family instead. Also, king crabs are in the hermit crab order, and the remora is in the Perciformes order. Sure. Words 03 says before he leaves, have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. Trust didn't happen. A term used in positional astronomy. Put simply, it means the 2 celestial bodies. Yeah, it's about the conjunction. Tenmyoji's picture. This is the photograph that Tenmyoji was holding. The subject was a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, that title's main character. In 999, she was 21 years old. The picture was taken 9 years before then when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost seems like there's a man grinning in the background. Do you see him? Don't worry if it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in the picture is a guardian spirit who's looking after her. He must have shown up here because he heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see what she was doing. Sure. Are we next to the fake ship? Maybe. All right. I think that's all we can do in here. I don't even need to use the tablet. Although, this is bugging me. I wonder if this is something we have to access later. Like, this might be the type of stuff we can't touch until we have more information. Because we have the gold file. There's no other reason to stick around. There's also that thing in the corner that it says you can come back to later. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do with it, so I'm just gonna leave. We can always come back thanks to the flow chart. The door lock. It says lock right now. You guys ready? Yep. Uh-huh. Go for it. All right. 3, 2. It doesn't have to be a performance every time. Just open the goddamn door. All right, let's see what happens. And let's see whose ending this actually is.
No! Damn it!
What?
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
The picture?
What was it?
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
We'll go get it. Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Nah,
Me too.
That's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
All right. I'll see you two later then.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna play through the endings in whatever order. I'm not gonna specifically try to hunt one down. I think the next one I am gonna try, well, I guess I take that back. I do want to try to get Dio's out of the way. Yeah, I think that, like, I honestly do think to finish the game, we do have, well, I do know for the true ending. Oh, wow, there's another branch after this. Goddamn. His must be an important ending because, or whoever's this is, whether it's pretty clear this is Quark or Tenmyoji. Because yeah, Clover's ending ended right here. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, Phi and Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader. Yeah, fuck off, Dio.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it.
God, I want to kick him in the teeth.
You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real
They'll
quick.
be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
Radical 6. I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that
Just
far
don't
away.
look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
The fuck are you talking about, Clover? I mean, I know the quote, but what the hell? That's, I don't think, all right. Look, I'm just gonna go to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right, see you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. And Clover is just weird as fuck in this one, isn't she? I don't know what they're doing with her character this time around. She is all over the damn place. Where are you? The balloon? Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Well, I blew up the balloon. What am I talking about? Tim, Miyoshi, and Quark must have been here then. I laid out the floor B map. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much the quote, but I have no idea why the hell she's just throwing it out. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh, looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Huh, well, this is a huge waste of time. Shoot, might as well head back, I suppose. I'd packed up the map and was headed toward the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. What? What's this thing? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously towards it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out toward it slowly.
So, you finally made it.
What the fuck are you? Also, you're kind of dressed like Dio, so I'm immediately suspicious. No?
I am Zero.
Oh, there we go.
I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording.
I've been dead for decades.
I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
Ugh. I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile and kept my bald fist at my side.
Where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you.
Spit it out,
but
then.
Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Of course it is.
As such, the information I can provide is also limited.
Sure.
I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites.
Oh, god damn it.
In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say.
Dude, we don't have a lot of time.
I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound?
Yes.
They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art.
I wouldn't.
Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create.
That's all right, X3105. Welcome.
But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure.
Quite a bit, actually, X3105. Quite a bit.
In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth.
But yeah, we're talking to Zero now, and he's just kind of blathering on. He hasn't actually given us any answers, just he's talking about termites after he said time was limited on his recording. So it's like, all right, well, just tell me.
We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate.
You didn't even need the analogy. You could have just fucking said it.
Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites.
And now he's repeating himself.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal.
Have no idea. It doesn't tell you until you get to the end whose ending it is.
You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty.
Okay.
And you are about to catch a glimpse of it, or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think.
Oh, god damn you, Zero.
Consider what I've said.
I mean, I know he's talking about the morphogenetic field.
Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1. Are you
Bomb?
ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ, RGJ, DXR.
Uh-huh. DXR, gotcha. I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey.
You fucking suck, Zero.
Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday.
I sure as fuck don't.
We would have much to discuss.
At this point, I can guarantee you the only thing you'd be saying that I would be wanting to hear if we met in the future is, please stop fucking hitting me. God damn it, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at empty air. The hologram had disappeared. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? I kicked out at a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will...
Yeah, we know. Ah, crap, I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse.
Grandpa, look, Mr. Sigma's back.
Yep.
Took you long enough.
Where are
In
the others?
AB rooms.
They went in already? Why didn't you two? Haven't you been waiting for me?
Yeah, Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
That your name's Junpei?
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round.
Okay.
That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick. Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you'd choose betray to protect
That's
yourselves.
why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's possible, Stahor. Yeah. Can I trust you?
Of course.
All right, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this in both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it. I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so.
Well, let's see. Clover said the same thing, and she did. Kay said the same thing, and he did. So you're going to do it too.
I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too.
Yeah, I know.
I promise.
Man, so all you've got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Trust me.
Please! You've got to trust us.
All right, I'll trust you. All right, fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
Sure.
You gotta choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room, second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving.
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I'm doing all right. God damn dog. My dog is right next to my desk, both snoring, and he just woke up and yawned. He's trying to say, I'm doing fine. How are you, X3105? I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That'd bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet, but...
Please! You've got to trust us.
I mean, I'll try.
You gotta choose ally.
I mean, I gotta do both routes anyway.
Promise.
Oh, I want to do both routes. Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark, yeah, I have no problem betraying Quark. I don't care about that little bastard. What the hell was I gonna do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Dude, I don't need to wait till the last minute.
1.
I love that they do that. It's
Round
like, seriously.
3 of the Ambidex results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Like
Thank
just-
you for your participation.
It's like I didn't even have
Ambidex
anybody to
gates
argue with in the
now
room.
Opening.
Except apparently with myself.
Results from round, please direct.
Yeah, I don't need to hear that. We know. Well, you don't look happy. You never do, but... Motherfuckers. Why'd you betray me? When allying would have... Like, this makes no fucking sense. None whatsoever. Like, honestly, when you think about it, it really didn't make any sense. I couldn't go with them. Like, if they did ally, I did ally. Boom. I would have only have gotten to 5 points. They still would have gotten... They would have gotten to 10 rather than 11. If... You know, if I had done betray, they would have gotten no points. So I guess that's the only route. But still, it goddamn makes no fucking sense.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Like, this honestly makes no fucking sense. Because if I had chosen betray, they would have just been trapped. Like, there was not a situation... Well, I guess if I'd done betray, they would have lost points if they had done ally and I betrayed. Regardless.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Oh, yeah. Dio always betrays. But yeah, Clover can go too. Hey, what the hell, guys? Why'd you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
All right, fine. Why'd you break your promise, Tenmyoji?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
What? So you're not gonna leave?
No, I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look, see Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me. She always bails on everybody. Now, I know it's Alice's orders, but Clover's a bit of a bitch this time around.
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Yeah.
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyoji and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Yeah. No, I don't like Clover.
Clover, are you really going to leave?
Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
What the morphogenetic field needs to do is tell Sigma that Clover is a shady, shady bitch in every ending, and that I should fucking probably shank her next time I see her.
Sorry, everybody.
So Sigma, happy? I kept my promise. Clover opened the door, not me.
Like hell, I'm happy. That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji.
Say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
Would you like to share?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go.
Anybody got something hard I could throw at the back of Tenmyoji's head or into Clover's face?
Come on, guys. Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So...
He's a shady motherfucker is what he is.
read it, okay?
He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop him. Before I could think of anything to say...
See you.
Goodbye.
Fuck you. Fuck you too. Especially you, Clover. Especially you. I hope you get out into the Nevada desert and die a slow, painful death from dehydration. That's what I hope. They have really made me dislike Clover.
The number 9 door has closed.
Yeah, they definitely talked for more than 9 seconds, Tahor.
This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your... As the game is... Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Read the letter.
Shit, they're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. Yeah, I really hate that they changed her character because I did like her quite a bit in the first game. I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now here I am. So Tenmyoji found Quark. They're not biologically related. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry, though, because it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Oh, so it is a post-apocalyptic thing. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There was plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find someone who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd asked her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everyone about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." See, you kick that little kid in the nuts. That's all you need to do. Or punch him. I mean, what are you going to do? Get in trouble? It's worth it. It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. Okay. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on a stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs just dangled off of it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. That tends to happen. It happened to me as a kid, too. Like, yeah, that's the other option. Like, it happens, you know. Just snap at the bully and just get sick of it and then just beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Oh, yeah. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I'd never seen one before. I was so surprised. A drink I'm not actually a big fan of. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. Oh yeah, post-apocalyptic thing. But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point, and then it turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. I mean, it does tend to be the most effective way of dealing with bullies. X3105. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. That's not an exaggeration, I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, but what made me even happier was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's got to be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. I've seen him smile a couple times in this game. Right then, I didn't care whether he'd just found me and adopted me or not. He'd bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother but had never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes that morning and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I'd found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care." Then he got mad, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset and started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building, but by then I'd started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It had started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there staring out at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved. But I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapsed. I was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever god might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if it kept up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa because a week later, his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? Yeah, he wrote all this on 2 pieces of paper. Yeah. My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said, of course not. He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he'd had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided to stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. Yeah, it's a sweet story and all, Quark, but it doesn't make me feel better that your fucking grandpa lied to my face and betrayed me, and I still want to punch him in the face. Doesn't help. He's still a dick. Just because he's nice to you doesn't mean he's not a dick. That's Tenmyoji's ending. All right, let's go and betray. Keep Tenmyoji's ass from getting out.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, the ending where I died? Yeah. Not the ending where I died, but yeah. When I got the points too and they decided, oh, you betrayed Quark, but it's, you know, and Clover technically betrayed Quark as well, but no, we'll let Clover get out. We're gonna keep you here. Like, that's some bullshit.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck you, Tenmyoji. Apparently, Clover gets out in almost every ending.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, fuck you too. Hey, what's
Quark
the deal?
had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh, no. Pretty much, Stahor, yeah. She's got a lot of experience with this.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh!
Why?
Clover, what?
Clover, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
Get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, do you mean? Clover's no lady.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go.
No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio leapt at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided him, moved toward the door. Yep.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. Yep. You know, everybody knows how many points everybody has. So you would think somebody would be like, oh shit, this person's gonna get 9 points this round. Somebody grab her.
The number
Like as soon as the doors open, it's like, hey,
has
hey,
closed.
you, come here.
This ends. Thank as the escape, please.
That's the same every time. Yep. All right. So now we have to go. I think we did everything. Yeah. Can I do this one yet? No, it's still locked. Oh, son of a bitch. Nothing. It's the same as every other ending. Or do you mean on the Tenmyoji path before you got here? Yeah, the dude doesn't remember about the shot yet. We found out that Tenmyoji has been carrying a picture around of Akane as a child. So, and he has memories of the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Which leads us to believe that Luna and Tenmyoji, possibly Junpei, we're not sure, did not get kidnapped when we did. They lived through the apocalypse. You know, maybe like Luna grew up in it, and that's why she knows about Excelavir, because everybody else was kidnapped in 2028. Excelavir wasn't invented till 2038, but she knew about it. Also, if you remember when we were talking to Tenmyoji, well, first of all, let's do this jump. Tenmyoji, society can collapse and people still be alive. I mean, it sounded like based on that last ending, people were scavenging in the ruins of society to pick stuff up. Because remember, it wasn't the newspaper clipping that told us society had collapsed. The newspaper clipping that told us about Radical 6 said only 100,000 people died. That could be blamed on Radical 6. And then later in that same playthrough, Tenmyoji was like, billions died. He's like, only a third died from Radical 6. The rest of the world collapsed, you know, rest of society collapsed, you know, as a result of that third dying. So yeah, he didn't get kidnapped when he did. He lived through it, and obviously his ending proves that, you know, he lived through it. So did Quark. You know, so, but the fact that he had a picture of Akane, and the picture is actually a scene from the true ending of 999. It was the scene where they're sitting on the hill, like as kids. You don't see Junpei, but you see Akane. So it's like, is this Junpei? And I'm kind of thinking he is Junpei, because it says he's been looking for a special lady for a very long time and hasn't been able to find her. And they said at the end, they said in this game, Clover did, that Junpei, or this game actually said, not Clover, Junpei has been missing for however long. Okay, I guess it was Clover. It said Junpei has been missing for a very long time. Not for a very long time. He disappeared. It's only been a year since the last game. Sorry, I'm trying to phrase this right. Junpei has been missing, trying to find Akane for the whole last year. Because they wanted to recruit Junpei, Santa, and Akane to help find the terrorists. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure, you know, and so he's basically been spending years trying to find her. Is what I'm guessing is that's Junpei. Tenmyoji is. And then like we saw other hints earlier, like Clover saying she trusts, Tenmyoji telling Clover that he trusts her, but he's not going to say why he trusts her. Just that he does. And then in the ending with what's her name? Clover's ending, it was her idea originally to betray Quark because he would automatically ally, we could get enough points to escape. But she changed her mind, and when he asked her why, she said she had a private conversation with Tenmyoji where he told her who he was, his name, and then all of a sudden she couldn't betray Quark, and she trusted Tenmyoji. So yeah, I'm leaning very heavily towards Tenmyoji is Junpei from like however long in the future it's been since the apocalypse. So yeah. So that's my guess. I'm fairly confident in my guess, but I'm gonna wait till the true ending when it tells us everything. Okay, Fi and I will. Okay, so we have to do one of these now. Let's go with Luna. I think we'll pair up with Luna and head through the magenta door. Are you guys good with that?
Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections.
So yeah, it's pretty clear. You're right, Stahor. It wouldn't be Clover and it wouldn't be Alice, who are, you know, Zero. And it's clearly not Tenmyoji or Quark because they weren't kidnapped at the same time. I'm guessing June isn't Zero either because for her to know about Excelivir, she couldn't have been, like, all these other people were kidnapped by Zero well before Excelivir was invented. So I don't think it's June either.
We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Ugh, stuck with a kid and some old fart. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you'll pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
What are you gonna do about it, Dio? We've already seen just about everybody in here can whoop your ass.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry.
All right, guys, let's get moving.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
At this point, I feel like she probably could. Ah, the lounge. We've never been in here for the puzzle portion.
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
Well, you gotta be a bitch about it, Fi. Lounge? Does that mean there's somebody living here?
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
So you've got a well-used lounge right next to a big empty warehouse. What is this building for?
Beats me.
It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right. The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon.
I guess that just leaves us one option. No good. This one's locked too.
I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Well, it's not gonna find itself. Let's go to the lounge. All right, well, this is kind of a nasty looking lounge, but it does reinforce what I thought. Yeah, this place is old as shit. All right, well, let's see what we can pick up. A button. Nothing happens when I push it. The hell is this, a helmet? How on earth does this look like a helmet? Well, if it's not a helmet, what is it? Maybe it's a bread maker or one of those automatic cat feeders. What? Oh, it's a garbage chute. Oh, it's a drain. What's this thing? Some kind of sink? Ah, clever. If you get wasted, you can just puke into there. That's not what it's for. There's an icon on the counter above it. Huh, I guess it's a drain. You pour leftover drinks down it. Everybody here is an idiot. I wonder what the screen is for. Doesn't look like it's turned on. Can you see a switch? Nope. I shall take the 2 needles, though. They're long, thin, pointy pieces of metal. Why, thank you. Are they needles of some kind? Why are there 2 of them? A glass. Do you think it could be a cocktail glass? There's nothing in it. I mean, I know I don't have to examine all these, like, for us, but some items in this game we haven't been able to actually use until we've examined them first. Yeah, no, I get it. Booze. Red liqueur. What a powerful shade of red. It feels so passionate. What the fuck are you doing with your hands right now, Luna? Maybe this would be good for trying to woo a girl. Want to try some, Luna? Hey, I see what you're trying to do. Bottle of liquor, yep. Liqueur, actually. That's a really bright yellow. Some animals use yellow as a warning to predators. So maybe this is a warning for us to stay alert. This one's white. White always makes me think of wedding dresses. I'd like to wear one day. That means you're single, right? Your face is scaring me. Good God. A green one. You know, my favorite color is green. Just looking at it makes me feel happy and calm. Yep, we're in the lounge. Got the Tenmyoji ending, and now moving on to another branch. The liqueur is blue. I think it matches you, Sigma. Why is that? Well, you're wearing blue. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah. There are a lot of bottles. Would you like to have a drink with me? Huh? Oh, you really think this is a good time to be making a pass at someone? You stay out of this, Fi. She's getting all nervous now. Good lord. Island alcohol? I wonder if it comes from an island. Drool. How interesting. Don't drink it. Good God, how much shit are we gonna pick up? I wonder what ocean alcohol would taste like. Hope it's not salty. Now I want to try it. What the f... Okay, so Fi is an alcoholic. Planet Alcohol? That's a pretty weird name. But with our powers combined... Oh, good God. You really made a Captain Planet joke, huh? Alcohol of the moon. Makes me think of Japanese sake for some reason. It also makes me want to drink it. Oh, wait. It's got to see what her weird ass says about this one. Sun alcohol. Well, maybe that means the alcohol content is so high it'll burst into flame in sunlight. It looks good. Jesus. Jack Daniels, huh? Did you make the logo just blurry enough that you don't get, that you guys didn't get a little message from them? Well, back when this game first came out. Because that's sure as fuck what it says. I agree. Oh, cool. we did see the frame for a globe. This looks like the southern tip of South America. Do you think this is a model of the Earth? I think this is half of the southern hemisphere. I suppose we could call this the southern hemisphere for now. All right. What is this? Some kind of top? It's got these cones in the center. Yes, but look at the edges. It looks like part of a map. Could this be part of the Earth? This looks like a model of the Earth, or at least part of one. Yep, northern hemisphere. Gotcha. Been bolted to the wall. Of course it has. Nope, don't need to interact with that. Half of the southern hemisphere. I guess that would make this the southern hemisphere. You guys made the joke already. What's this? A note? Looks like a page from a journal. You have found a fragment of a bartender's diary. You can review it in the archive. So I can actually make I'm gonna have to mix a drink, obviously. Wait, what's that? Lady, I get it. I just want to see what's on the floor. All right. Ooh. Is this a model of the Earth? This looks like North America. Oh my God. Other way, other way. I have to combine the other two first. Okay. Huh? There's something behind this cushion. Astronomy Today. Oh, it's the magazine they showed us in the other one. What's it about? Looks like astronomy. Red leather cushion. Achoo. Okay. Hey, come on. That was a real sneeze. No, it really wasn't. It was dusty. This thing looks weird. Is it supposed to be the sun or something? There are 12 words on it. They're all arranged kind of like the spokes on a wheel. Let's see here. Red, white, blue, island, green, moon, black, ocean, yellow, earth, sun, planet. They're all the alcohol we have. Well, either way, since I got the globe. What's wrong? Thought I saw a face in the stains and I got scared. My God, Luna. Oh, I get it. The completed globe goes here. Yep, just like this. Perfect. This is a globe. Okay, so I put the globe together and nothing happens. Oh, I take that back. Oh, let me get my pen. Good God. Okay. So we got that. Let's look around. Really can't interact with this at all. Okay, what can I interact with? Probably this thing. Nothing happens when I push the button. I wonder what this Y means. No. I do have stuff in my archive that I haven't looked at yet, though. The bartenders. Well, I have this. 4:50 p.m. Okay. Don't need to see the supplementary rules. Bartender's journal. 3 customers came in today, a couple and their son. The father sat in the center with the mother on the left and the son on the right. When I came to take their order, they said the following things. Father, my wife likes the ocean, the color red, and I like white. My father has always liked ocean. Mother, my son has loved the color blue ever since he was a child. My husband likes island and I like planet. Son, my mother and I like moon. My father likes anything green. One of them was a liar, but I swiftly made their drinks and handed them over. So we need to mix the drinks. Okay. Okay, I don't mean to do that yet. No. Let me look through my notes here. So one of them's a liar. Based on the information they gave us, let's look again. Oh, that's actually cool. I missed that. Yeah, I'll put those needles on the clock. Anything green? No. Sounds like the kid's the liar. But yeah, let me go put those on the wall before I forget. Yeah, let's put them on. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure what... Oh, 4... There we go. Was it 450? Oh, well. What if you move them? Move them where? I don't know. Experiment. All right. Oh, good Lord. There we go. That puts the short-handed green and the long-handed sun. A green sun. What? Oh, well, there we go. Whoa. There's a beam of light coming out of the center of the clock. That's pretty impressive. We're just solving the puzzle right now. However, I am gonna have to take a quick minute. I'm just gonna mute the stream for a second, or mute my microphone. I have somebody apparently trying to get a hold of me, fairly urgent, so 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see what this did. Oh, well, there we go. So, blue planet. Yeah, these are all clues for that. Okay, write that down real quick. And yeah, red moon. Mm-hmm. All right. So, we know blue ocean and red planet. What? Oh. So let's go with blue. Did the broadcaster dude say something about a red moon? No, that's not. No, god damn it. I'm trying to take these out. So red planet, I'm just gonna do that one because I know that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it this way because all these other bottles look the fucking same. Red planet. There it is. Yeah, he did. The eclipse. Yeah, when he was talking about it, he said the moon was all red and that it would be sinister if you know, if it weren't so pretty. Yeah. Looks like we made a cocktail. I'm wondering how he's carrying all this, but you know, I kind of also don't want to know too much detail. Blue planet, no. So we got red moon. Based on the testimony that we got from these people, I think the sun. Hey, God, I really don't like this mechanic here. I can't take this one out because anything I'm holding just gets thrown in there. No, motherfucker, I get it. And I believe that would leave. No. No. God. Oh, I hate this. I think that would leave White Island, if I'm reading all these clues correctly. I don't know if I am, but I think I am. I don't think I'm gonna need these again, but you never know. Does it feel... I think this is the order I have to place the cups down. So... So the white one was the father, and it said he sat in the center, I believe. Hey, this thing lit up. Yeah, I figured. Let's try putting some things on the other coasters. Where did the mom sit? On the left. Good job. They're all blue. Does it mean I got it right? I think so. Huh? Oh, look. Something happened on the screen. Sun, moon, star. You too? Yep. There was one in your AB room? Yeah, I think so. Opened a safe back then. We should write this down somewhere. Nah, it's cool. I can remember it. You're gonna memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I got a pretty good memory. Yeah, we know. Will switching it do anything? No. Yeah, I figure it's just a matter of experimenting with the cups to get the other password. Can I get rid of these fucking bottles already? I just want these bottles to go away. Drink them. I could. Let me get this other one out of the way first. Sun, moon, star. Oh, hey. I thought I had the key. It opened. I didn't think this was the gold file. Well done. Yeah, I honestly thought that was going to be the main one. All right, well, let's look at the secrets. Official name is Nonary Game, Ambidex Edition. Yep, we know. We know the rules. We know the supplementary rules. We know what pair solos are. We know what BP does and what happens when it gets to 0. We know about that door. At certain times, the sun, moon, and earth align in such a way. Yep, we know this as well. This is all old information, even though it's all secrets. Ah, gotcha. Is that... All right. Well, based on the information I have, check the globe for the order. I can do that. They say blue planet. Oh, I have to make new drinks. Oh, okay. I guess that would make sense considering the... Yeah, let's I don't think it's poison. Just let me pitch it. Let's go. So I need a blue planet. Okay. I would have just thought I could rearrange the same drinks, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Is that it? That's what I need. All right, so now we need blue planet. Oh, I'm gonna be swearing a lot because I really hate all the shit it's making us carry right now. And this is a very bad, very, very bad control scheme right now for this. Alright. And now we need the red moon. Alright, let's try it. It's green this time. Yeah, it's green. Sure. Give me the code. Star, star, star. It changed. Yep, I can remember it. Let's get the hell up out of here now. I just didn't really like having this much crap in my inventory. Especially when I couldn't read the labels because of how small they are for like all the bottles that look the same. I guess there's another password that can open it too. Yes, you know this. So it would seem a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see. First, we got a map. It says floor A in the corner. Yeah, we can take a close look at it later. There's still more stuff in there. Why don't you get the rest of it first? Next, we got a card. Split them up. Do you think these could be the key cards for the AB rooms? See, it says Ambidex room right on them. Yeah, you're probably right. Now we can get into the AB rooms. And that means we can start getting more BP. Once we've got 9, then we can open the number 9 door and get out of here. At least that's what that rabbit said. Yeah. But how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but that door's locked. I think the answer's in the safe. Read the note. Here are a few more rules. We know the rules. We've seen these rules numerous times. I see. So in other words, once we get out of here, we can get back to the warehouse, right? Yep, seems like it. So that means the key here is the last piece of the puzzle. Okay, what I kind of want to do before we continue this route, and I do want to continue this route, is once we get back down to here, no matter what, I'm thinking about jumping back to the novel so we could do this branch too. So we can just get past all this explanation stuff about how the game works. we know how it works. I kind of just want to knock it out of the way. Thing that keeps the door locked. It says lock. You don't say. You have the key we found in the safe, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm assuming you know how to unlock a lock. Do you want to explain it to me? Because you explain everything else. Anyway, there's something I want to talk to you about before we open that door. Well, what is it? Don't keep us in suspense. You should probably hear this too, Luna. I want to tell you about total lunar eclipses. Oh, god damn it. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. No shit, really? It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. This is really random. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially, what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. So the moon looks red during a lunar eclipse. Yeah, I think so. So why are you telling us this? I just thought that I should. What kind of answer is that? Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Hurry up and open the door. Is she accessing the morphogenetic field? Come on, what are you waiting for? Get on with it. All right, fine. Time to get on with it then. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if someone other than us is doing it. Another elevator, huh?
Do you think it works?
We better hope so. Don't know, only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
And we are all together again. Looks like Alice, Clover, Kay.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Uh-huh. What's going on
We
here?
ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know.
Let me see the map.
What'd you say? Well, yeah. I don't know, with the prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things. Jesus, Dio. Sure. This is kind of why I want to go through the beginning section again. Yes, we know how this works already. It should let me skip, but it won't. Ah, I get it. All three routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Uh-huh. Infirmary.
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
All right, Jesus.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
And what does that
The
tell
one
you?
on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like...
Lock, huh? Yeah, it won't budge.
Just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Oh, the numbers have. Colors will change too. Looks like 2 hours. 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like.
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Yeah, we know the rules. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into
I
the
don't think
warehouse.
Zero's saying we can. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sound about right.
Asshole.
That's rich coming from you, Dio.
Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
I mean, I don't know why you don't just leave his ass. It's not like anybody actually likes Dio. Yep, it happens. It happens, X3105.
So, this is the lounge.
At least the Tau dude's not gonna eat everybody like the damn Kroot will.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting, but I don't really think now's the time.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game, and if Quark was calling Tenmyoshi Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. Soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
They're not quite, well, as far as the rest of us know, they're not quite rare yet.
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
I like how everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? Uh-huh. The apocalypse. Yep, we back here.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Oh, thank God. There's the corpse. Yep.
Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Aren't you letting me... DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoshi only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. More like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I hadn't noticed he hadn't said a thing. Gonna say, why did it stop there? We've read all that before.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy? Nice. We're really going in there? I kind of don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh? Wait, Fi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up. Whoa, what the hell is she doing? The fuck were you doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to up there anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AV rooms.
Well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch?
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
All right, then.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
He's a rabbit.
Look, there's something on the screen.
Yeah, we have to vote. Oh, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
I hate you, Fi.
Hooray! Everybody's finally... I've been waiting.
So have we. We got some questions for you. Please skip the thank you.
For example, Siggy and who that means, and it goes obvious and be a well.
We know how the game
guess
works.
enemy. After all, if you choose ally, then okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time! No!
Hey, wait.
I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You
All
see,
right.
it's time for me to be hopping on out of here.
Why can't I skip this?
See you later!
We've heard all this.
Have a nice trouble.
It's weird what it lets me skip and what it doesn't.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not.
I have
If we
to do
choose
both anyway.
ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So?
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds.
Just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. Thankfully, someone's calling her out. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not going to move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear. How do you know that? You haven't been told that yet. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
I don't have a problem with Luna.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
And, Fi here can just kiss my ass. I will say, though, I do like how it's incorporating everything else, because this is the first round of the Ambidex game. The rabbit hasn't told us that 0 BP kills us yet. But also, in the case of Sigma, the game hasn't told us that not voting makes you ally yet. So yeah.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you, Ambidex Gate.
Let's go. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor. Yeah. Tenmyoji's walking at a soft, slow plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma? Don't play dumb. You chose ally.
Because I damn well felt like it.
Didn't you hear me?
I don't take orders from you.
I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. Whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think anything through that quickly? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine, let's be generous and say hypothetically that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? And be straight with you. Your shit is whack. Like hella whack. Okay. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't? Stuff like my name or how if your BP hits 0, you die? You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy? No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
All right.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Huh? This time? Yeah, we've had our moment like that too. Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit. Yeah, maybe Luna will betray us. Because she's always picked ally in the past. Maybe she'll betray.
Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Can't skip. See? She allies. Yeah, it seems like Fi is going into the morphogenetic field.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelet.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done.
Well, look at the rest of the people. Everybody else got betrayed.
I believed in you and Fi.
Man, it's gonna be hard betraying her, because I have to get the other branch. When Luna glanced away, I threw Fi what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No, it wasn't me. Mr. Dio tricked me. He told me he'd pick ally. He promised. That's why I let him do the voting.
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
It's his grandson. His grandson's not gonna betray him.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, That'll make it easier to use him again later.
After all the shit they've been through, I highly doubt that.
What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid, keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Looks as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. I kinda hope so, X3105.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
Okay, from here we should be able to skip. Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say... Oh!
Why am I...
The ones with 1
I
point.
can tell anyone who I'm pretty sure.
So, Phi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What?
What the hell?
Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
So we're paired with Alice now.
Mine too. Wait. I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair.
You're right.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The 3 of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Phi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed.
Okay, let's burn through all the rules. Why is this happening to me? I spent the last few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Cade said, we need to at least try and find another way out. But we're going to have to try to find another way out next time, seeing as I am all out of time for today. Tomorrow, though, is... I believe tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yep. So tomorrow I'm probably going to end up playing some type of... survival game. I'm thinking either Conan or Satisfactory. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'll see tomorrow. But yeah, we'll pick this game up again on Monday. And to be fair, I might change my mind and do this tomorrow because I'm actually really enjoying the story and I want to see where it goes. So I will decide tomorrow. Either way, thanks again for dropping by and I hope you guys have a good day.